Have you felt nervous during job interviews, and do you want to know how you can possibly calm those jitters and go into the interview feeling more confident? Engage in a mock interview or two before the big day. A mock interview is a situation where you are creating an interview scenario and you practice questions and answers and how you come across and how your body language is and how you feel if you're stumbling over words, if you feel confident, if you feel good in responding to these questions that a friend or a colleague is asking you. That's probably the best way that you can go about calming your jitters and going into the interview in a more confident way. And there's so much that's at stake during this interview. You want to give yourself the competitive edge if you can. You don't want to blow it and then walk out and say, geez, I wish I could have answered that question better, or I feel that I stumbled over my words and I wish I could go back and do it all over again. Instead of that, why not spend a little bit of time a few days before the interview, and if you can, dress up in the suit that you're going to be wearing and bring in your briefcase, or if you have a binder with a pen, and simulate the interview to the best of your abilities. Get a friend or a colleague to pose as the person who will be interviewing you, and set up a desk or a table. Walk in, sit down. There's obviously no way to know what questions the supervisor or the hiring authority is going to ask of you, but there are some general questions that you can ask your friend or your colleague to ask you. I have a series of what's called behavioral-based interviewing questions on my website, and you can have your friend ask you those questions. They're tough if you're confronted with them for the first time during an actual interview. So it might be a good idea to practice on a few of them. What's a behavioral-based interview question? It's one that's going to ask you to delve into your past at work and give a situation where you're describing how you behaved when you were under stress, or if you had an irate customer or client on the phone, or if you had multiple tasks to juggle simultaneously. And the responses that you give are going to help that recruiter or that hiring authority weigh and assess how good you're going to behave under similar circumstances. So a bit of practice on those behavioral-based interview questions may help make the interview go smoother and may help show that you are the best candidate for the job, and that's the name of the game. This is Kathleen Bonzik. Thank you for watching and for listening.